first session, our first video of Baked and Toasted with Laurie and Lauren. I'm baked.
And I'm toasted.
Or
soon to be.
We all will be. And on that note, we're going to begin with the baked part of this segment. Exit stage right. Today we are making molten chocolate baby cakes, and this is one of those wonderful, very rich and luxurious, yummy desserts that impresses everyone, and it is so easy to do. So first, let me tell you what we've got here. What you want to do when you begin, get 6 6-ounce ramekins or baby soufflés, which is what I use. Lightly butter the inside, cut a piece of parchment paper, and put it in the bottom of each one of your pans. This is really important because your molten baby cake will come out much easier. Okay, and then I have pre-melted some wonderful bittersweet chocolate. Get the best quality you can afford. It does make a difference. We use a little bit of salt. We have sugar, flour, vanilla, and eggs. And that's it. That's all you need. So I've got the oven warming up at 400 degrees. I've got my baking pan in the oven warming up as well. And we're going to begin. So first, you want to lightly blend your eggs. Add a little bit of salt, a pinch. Pinch is just about 1/4 teaspoon, a little bit less. Okay, now that my eggs are beaten up, I forgot to tell you, 1/4 cup of butter in the blender. I'm going to add my sugar to the butter, and I am going to cream these together. Okay, once your butter and sugar have blended, gradually add your salt and eggs. About 1/3 to 1/2 at a time, so it gives them a chance to fully incorporate with your butter and your sugar. Okay, once you combine your butter, your sugar, and your eggs, add your teaspoon of vanilla. And then gradually add the flour, the 1/3 cup of flour. All right, now you let this fully blend. And once that's mixed together, scrape off any extra off your beater. Scrape down the sides of your blender. Now, you want to scrape your chocolate into your mixture. Your chocolate is 12 ounces of good quality bittersweet chocolate. Melt it. Let it cool slightly because you don't want it to change the molecular structure of the other ingredients. Otherwise your chocolate molten baby cakes won't turn out properly. Okay, now blend that all together. And once it's fully blended together, it's nice and shiny, almost a satiny finish to it. Perfect. I'm just going to put it into the souffle pans, and then I'm going to pop it in the oven. While I'm doing this, Lauren will take over and do the toasted segment of our show.
And welcome to the Getting Toasted segment. As the souffles are cooking the little chocolate molten baby cakes, we are going to make espresso martinis to go with it. Because with chocolate, why wouldn't you have a good cappuccino or a good espresso? And why not even make it better and add alcohol? So let's get started with that. First though, when it comes to making a martini, if you're going to want to have a garnish, particularly a rim, you're going to want to do the rim first before you actually put the alcohol in it. So, I'll demonstrate. Earlier I made a chocolate espresso syrup for the rim. You don't have to be this fancy if you don't want to. The drink itself is fabulous. But I like to show off about my awesomeness, and this would be that one. So a little bit of chocolate espresso syrup. Simply melt chocolate chips into fresh espresso. If you don't have that, regular Hershey's chocolate syrup will do just fine. Yeah. Alright, so there's our rim. And then a little bit of unsweetened cocoa powder to make sure the rim sticks. And also to kind of add into that chocolate and espresso taste. and it keeps the espresso syrup from actually running down the glass. So there we have chocolate espresso cocoa syrup running. And for the alcohol part, the part that you really want to see, make sure to have a shaker and ice. For anything that's martini, you want to do about a half of a shaker to 3/4 fill of ice. It chills it thoroughly. And for those of you who like to chill your vodka, there's no need if you're going to use a shaker and ice because you're going to be chilling it this way. About half. And for this version of espresso martini, we're going to want to use double espresso vodka. Not going to really find it anywhere else but through Vincent Van Gogh. But 1.5 ounces of this will do. And this particular jigger actually is a 1.5 ounce pour on its bigger spout, so this will do just fine. So 1.5 ounces of espresso vodka. And now we need an ounce of vanilla vodka for this. So we're going to have a total of 2.5 ounces of vodka. For my vodka fans out there, I know that you're just simply dancing around in delight. I know that my family is very fond as well. So vanilla vodka, espresso vodka. And in this, you could honestly just do it like this, shake it and be done. You also have the option of Irish creams, go really well, Bailey's or Carolans. I'm obviously a particular fan of Carolans. If you want it a little sweeter, Kahlua, just maybe a 1/4 ounce of Kahlua or a 1/4 ounce of Frangelico, which is a hazelnut liqueur. If you want a bit of a nutty flavor to it. But I think I'm going to go ahead and go with just a little bit of Bailey's today for mine, because I like a little bit of a creamier base to my martinis. And let's see, I think I'll just go with a 1/2 ounce of that. And it's going to be sweet, but not overly so. It'll give it a creamy texture, and I think it gives it a better completion. A good substitute, if you want to make this a little more chocolate, for those of you who prefer something even sweeter, that's not nutty, that's not coffee, go for a Godiva chocolate liqueurs. Anything that's chocolate liqueur, that's a creamy looking one. Oh, it's just perfect. I can't even explain how amazing it is. Oh, oops, and I almost forgot. If you really want your coffee kick, fresh espresso. This is 2 shots of espresso, just use 1, unless of course you really want your caffeine and your alcohol kick, which is more like a vodka Red Bull in that instance. And that's a little bit, oops, I'm getting that on the counter. Alright, and about 1 ounce of espresso for me. I already had my coffee earlier. And give it a good solid couple of shakes. As my baked mother is in the background, give it the Superman shake, and then simply pour it on out into your martini glass. And you have an espresso martini. And you can add on to the recipe. As you can see, our glass isn't completely full. If you want a full one, you can either 1.5 or double the recipe, but that would then also be about 5 shots of vodka, and then you might be dead in about 1 hour. So,
And now that the drink is ready, I'm going to get our fresh, hot, molten baby cake, and we'll add it to the mix.
that is insanely delicious, and definitely will go really well with the rich chocolatey baby cakes. I don't know if I can wait to finish the baby cakes in time for this espresso martini, but excited. Go ahead and just clean up a bit.
Okay, and here is our molten chocolate baby cake. So move some of this alcoholic beverage out of the way. As you see, something you can do, and it is absolutely lovely, you can sprinkle powdered sugar on this, drizzle some chocolate if you like a presentation on your plate. Gently break that open,
Oh my gosh.
and you see all of this yummy, molten, hot, smooth, and oozy chocolate with this amazing martini, and you have today's video of Baked and
Toasted.
Thanks for joining us. We're going to drink and eat. because we realized you couldn't see this beautiful molten chocolate baby cake, we thought that we would do another one and zoom in for a close-up. So here you have
baby cake.
your decorated plate. Minimally, you don't have to go crazy with this. Remember, in the world of baking and being a chef, less really is more. Okay, now here's what it looks like when you cut it open. This is not as hot as it was. I'm going to spin it around so you can see. Look at all that yummy, luscious, hot, molten deliciousness.
Which goes oh so well with that martini that is, oh, well look at that. The martini is gone. I don't know why that is.
What can I say? This is what we do on a Thursday afternoon. It's Baked and Toasted with Lauren and Laurie.